what we're going to do is we're going to start on customers, okay? Hello, Shannon.
No.
Okay, so we have...
Anything for you guys?
No. I got some jerky here.
Oh, nice. Do you make it?
No, well, I got it.
Oh, got it,
I
got it.
wait 3 days for it. Consider making it.
Our son in California loves jerky, so every once in a while it would be nice to send him some jerky.
Oh, and Bridgerland makes some good jerky, so
That they do.
that is a good place to get it from.
Okay, Shannon, we're just barely introducing some FlexGrid. Madeline has students, so we're virtually going to say customers, and then like almost like a little miniature
But he
alias.
switched his so that it looked like students. I could see how it changed.
Oh,
the label.
excellent. This is
And
great.
we just went through the student logs where I could start documenting conversations, issues, problems, establishing follow-up dates.
Great.
And now my
Okay.
brain is all on a tangent.
Parsing how
Trying
that
to figure
student-
out
I know.
if I could get it to work up at the USU.
Okay,
And I came in late and I made it go off track, so I'll help you guys.
okay, Madeline, dream it up.
Well, the biggest dilemma, and theoretically in a year supposedly, or whenever Jenzavar comes on, this is all going to be perfect, okay?
Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Big question mark. But the trick is I spend all this time, but see, as students finish subjects, I have subjects that are in certificates. So they have a certificate, you understand all this. They have 15 subjects underneath. They need to complete those subjects in order to be done with their course. So I would list subjects and then have the availability to go in, find that student, and indicate that they're done with that subject.
Okay,
And I don't know, again, how I could do that, but, are they done with accounting 1? Are they done with business writing? Are they done with, human workplace relations? Those types of things.
okay. Alrighty, piece of cake, okay?
I figured it would be.
Why don't you give me some just ideas, and we'll just kind of do a couple subjects, and we'll do a couple things, and then do we want a little thing, say yes or no, or what do we
I
want to do?
think yes or no would be great, except I need to be able to put a rating in there too.
No? Okay, guess what? You're telling me what you need, okay? So we need possibly a yes,
So I
no.
need completion date, I need a possible yes, no, I would need a date because student services calls me for dates. The subject title and a rating, a location to be able to put a rating.
Well, you got the subjects and.
Okay, so awesome, awesome. Piece of cake, okay? So what
And then even higher than that is I ultimately have to total their hours. So if accounting is 60 hours and business English is 90 hours, ultimately I total
So
the
she's
hours.
going to need 2 days.
no problem. So she's actually trying to say,
Well, I can have a begin date and an end date if I used it, to follow the cycle.
Mhm.
Then when I started them in the subject, I put them in the subject, put a begin date. I'd actually set a follow-up date or something so that,
okay,
So
so
about a begin date plus hours equals an end date.
well,
Okay.
it's not that perfect.
so what you need to do is literally you go to this level. I want you to become the daydreamer. What do you want? Okay, don't even worry about technical difficulties. Don't even worry about anything. Dream it up. You said, I need some subjects, some certifications. Yes, no, are they done? A date, a subject title so that I know what's actually going on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So I just need a placeholder for the hours that the subject is assigned, and then I really would like to know how many hours they spent in the subject.
Okay.
But that's not as important anymore because that's a guesstimate anyway, that we're changing. And then, to be able to indicate when they finish all their subjects. Core level's done, electives, select which electives you're going to do, when are electives going to be done.
Okay.
I
Okay, great.
mean, we can go way beyond that, but if you can get me that far and show me how that works, that would take a painful part of life out. The next painful part is that I'm in charge of placement just because and follow-up because nobody else does it. So based on what you just told me, I can see, and we'll probably see more when we get to FlexGrid. I have to track all the placement data. I have to know when I called them last, when did I email them last, and that could all be done in a logging scenario, but it might be more convenient in another location you're aware of. And then we have all those statistics, you know, are they a graduate, are they a work completer? I mean, I have to put the categories in, all of those types of things too.
Okay,
And right now, I'm doing it on an Excel spreadsheet.
okay, great, great.
Because we have no other capability. Theoretically, Genzavar will have that, but I don't believe it will.
Can I show you how you can set this up?
I would love that.
Okay, so I'm going to start at the top. We are dealing with customers, which is one of 12 major players inside of Adilas, okay? Any of the major players, you can do this exact same thing. Like we're going down a customer route, okay? Like literally, it's that flexible. Like anything you can think of, any of the 12 main subjects, okay? We can flip-flop on this stuff. We aliased our customers, and we call it students, okay? That's called a corp-wide setting. So we already have a little smoke and mirrors going on, okay? You have some special needs that Adilas does not currently track, okay? So what we're going to say is the answer is FlexGrid, which is basically a custom piece of the application that you can customize exactly what you want to the T, including even drop-downs to be like,
Oh, make me sick.
like what do you want, okay?
I
What do you want? What do you want?
I
Okay,
want it.
so check this out. You said one of my pains is subjects and certificates. Did they complete it? Yes or no? What's the date? What's the subject title? Okay? What's the rating that they actually got when they finished this thing? What are the hours that they've done? Like, I need to crunch all of this data, okay? Oh, and, oh, by the way, I might also need to get some placement information and possibly some categories of, like, and I don't even know what those are, but like, so watch this.
But I'm saying it's all laid out in an Excel spreadsheet. You show me how to make FlexGrid work, I can probably make it.
Oh, I bet so. So I'm going to use this document as my master, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, that's pretty simple. We can see that we have a couple extra needs that Adilas currently is not tracking, okay? So watch this. We're going to switch into Adilas. I'm going to go home. I have to have the permissions. There's 3 different permissions for FlexGrid. Can I search it? Can I just add and see it? Or can I admin the thing and actually set up these custom titles and stuff, okay? So there's 3 different permissions. I'm going to click on FlexGrid. If you're a help file person, this will really help you. If you click here, it'll kind of tell you what FlexGrid does. See how everything in green? These are your main players. Customers, balance sheets, deposits, expenses, vendors, POs, stock units, elements of time, your parts, your users, your invoices and quotes, 12 of them, okay? What you do is we're going to just read this little piece right here, and it's just going to kind of give us a little light introduction. Madeline, are you a good reader?
I think so.
Okay, let's have you just read that little stuff on the side here.
The FlexGrid tie-in application is like a giant virtual buddy system. Number 1, anything in green is considered a main application type or system player. 2, any main application type or player may be linked or joined to any other main application type or player.
Okay,
3,
so did you hear what that just said?
We can join and cross a link where there may not have been linkage before.
Okay, watch this. Okay, actually it says it in the next one. My bad, I'm jumping.
That's okay. It
My
is
bad.
also possible to link like or same application types together. Example, customers to other customers.
Okay, so it's not just an external thing. It could be like creating your own little groups or whatever is going to happen, okay? Awesome.
Number 4, each main application type, green, may have up to 15 custom fields that may contain special data or values.
Okay, so this is your big flag.
There's my
And watch this right here. If we have 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I could go
If you need it, you can go blah, 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 blah.
right
Okay,
down that.
I just wanted to show you really quick. Okay, let's go back.
5, each of the custom fields listed above gets its own name, title or alias, and optional preset values, a drop-down list. So I could drop down subjects.
Exactly. As many subjects as you wanted.
Number 6, all extra or special fields are fully searchable. 7, each piece of FlexGrid acts as an assignment or connection within the virtual buddy system. So you have an access database that you've opened up to me.
Virtually, you get your own custom database to connect it to what Adilas already currently has. Okay? You get to name it, you get to preload it, you get to tie it, you get to virtually cross-tie it, okay? And it's state-specific, and it's searchable. Yes. Okay? It's not Access database, but virtually,
But that,
yes.
basically you open the database to me that I can.
Your own database. And the thing that's kind of cool about it is I can have my own little database for customers. I can have my own little database for balance sheets. I can have my own little database for users if I needed it. We're only going to be tapping one spot for you, okay? But I just want to, like, you're going to want to read the rest of this help file. It actually kind of goes down and says, hey, here's what FlexGrid does and some of the stuff. But you're going to be able to see it when I'm going to show you, okay? But this is a good help file. This is from the FlexGrid homepage main spot. So I'm going to go back just one, and we are currently at the FlexGrid tie-in homepage, okay? I'm an admin user, so I'm going to say I want to manage my custom fields. It's one of our first pieces that we want to do, okay? The next thing that we want to do is we want to find what we call students. So if I come down here, you can see I don't have anything set up yet. Everything has a simple, it's basically a place where, hey, you all get one generic field for right now, okay? There's tons of help files in all these sections. Students, I currently have one called Other One. I don't want that, so I clicked on it, okay? Which basically brings it into the edit mode, and I'm going to modify this. So the first thing that I want to do is let's go check to see what range we want. First thing we probably want is a subject, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. What do you want to call it?
Subject words.
Great, perfect. Okay, now here's your options. Do you want an open entry so you can add whatever you darn well want? Do you want it a drop down or do you want it both?
I would want it both.
Okay.
Because there's probably 15 and sometimes 15 on a drop down. For me, I'm faster to start the key in.
Okay, okay.
So
No problem.
I have a preference.
So watch this.
for
We'll
both.
say, I'm going to leave it way flexible on this one.
Okay.
You're going to have both. It's going to be active, edit the field. So now basically it says, hey, successfully updated the title subject. Okay. So watch this. If I scroll down, here it is. We just changed the name of it. I have an option for subjects. Okay. Now look how simple this is. Give me a subject that you track.
Accounting one.
Accounting one, as in like that, or
Correct.
okay. Watch this. I'm going to come right back. Okay. I can keep saying add sub, add sub. Watch this. I'm going to use the back browser button to kind of like tweak it out a little bit. Watch this. Okay, what else we got?
Okay. Business communication.
Okay, and then hit enter. Watch this. Back. What's next?
Oh, he's got all the shortcuts figured
Yeah,
out.
it's great.
Workplace relations.
Okay, back. Next.
Word processing. One more, database applications.
Okay.
And that's going to go in, so if I key it in or if I use a drop down, right?
Okay, so watch this. We're going to scroll down. We're going to take a look at what we got. Okay. So we're not going to go any further than this. I want to show you where it's already hitting, and then we're going to come back and build some more. Okay. So watch this. Student SEL. We're going to go to Celine. Boom. Okay. And I'm going to say, I have to get into her because currently I'm just in the search results. I can't really apply anything yet. Once I get into her, I have this cool little thing that says, would you like to add a piece of FlexGrid? So here's some notes, some additional comments, all this kind of stuff. We're basically going to say one to many. Guess what? We're now going to tie it right to Celine Smith. If I wanted to tie to anything else, and by the way, which subject is she in?
She's in business communication.
Okay, we don't have all of our other ones done yet. I have a date here, I have a value, I have extra notes, I have all kinds of stuff that's custom done already. Okay, and if this looks like it's too much, this is where $100 says, you know what, I'd really like to skinny this down so it just shows me just these small pages. $100, we'll get you hooked up. Like, and literally it's in line, all of a sudden you're just like, you're adding FlexGrid through this custom little, all we do is put a little wrapper over the top of it. Because FlexGrid is big enough to handle all this stuff, but if you don't want to see that, we're like, no problem, we'll just show you this. Okay, let's go back and build the rest of our fields, and we'll actually come back, or if you want, we can even just assign this to her so you can see what it looks like.
That's assigned.
Okay, so watch this. I didn't do anything. I'm going to hit back so you can see that I'm not doing anything. I found Celine. I'm on her log page. I came up here and I said, add new FlexGrid tie-in. This is a permission, okay? We click it. Now it says, here's the main. Are there any buddies or subs? Are there any custom fields? Oh, yes, there are. She's actually doing, what would you say, business?
Business communication.
Business communication, okay. She's doing business comm. Are there any other general things? When did she start this? Or like, et cetera. You could just flip a date in right here. You could do, like, I'm not going to touch anything. All I did was that little thing. I changed that to
Right.
business comm.
The date is the date.
The date was just today. It pulled in
She
today's
started
date.
today.
We can edit that in, no problem. Add the tie-in. So I'm now back on the student log for Celine. We're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. What are you hoping to see?
I'm looking to see what subject she's currently in.
You mean business communication on 627?
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't even add the rest of the fields, but guess what? Did I just answer your question in one of the ways? Okay, let's go fix some more fields, okay? Let's go fix some more fields. Watch this. I'm going to go Flex Grid homepage. So I've got Flex. Do I have? I must not have that one turned on. Watch this. I want this on because I didn't mean to hit choose corporation. I'm going to go to users and Brandon. And I want to come down to the system maintenance, actually system search, because this is a Flex Grid piece. I've got the permissions. I just didn't turn it on for my quick search, but I want it for quick search. Bottom of the page, edit. Okay, here's what I was looking for. I wanted to go like this. Flex Grid. I wanted to be able to just jump there, okay? And then so I could manage my fields. Watch this already. Just so you know, there's the student by the name of Celine who happens to be associated with business. Like I typed up here BUS, okay? And it searched that subfield that we already created. It's like, oh, by the way, it's under subjects and it's called business communication. Like, it's very searchable immediately right out of the bound. And so you're set. What we're going to do right now is we're going to actually go to the FlexGrid home page. So let me just do this real quick. Home, manage the custom fields. Now, I've already got the one that I started doing the drop down on right here, the subject. Okay. Now, what's the next one that you want in order?
Well, we've got, so it's the completion, because we've got the start date documented, correct?
Okay.
And that's when I enter
so-
it,
so-
or should
so
I
check-
do a start and an end?
Your choice. If you actually
I
want
would
to
prefer to
says
have it
today's
say, you know, that it's business communication and that there is a start date and an end date,
Okay.
hours completed and rating.
Okay, let's do that same exact thing, just what you just did, okay? What we need to do is we were kind of brainstorming here. Let's figure it out on paper here, okay? So we got the subject,
So we got the subject in.
so we
and
want
then-
start date.
Yep, I want start date next and end date. And then, well, I don't even, if I have an end date, I don't really need a yes or no.
Okay,
Unless
correct.
you
It
want to
won't-
show
it
me
won't
a
show.
checkbox.
Huh?
Unless you want to show me how to create it like a check, yes or no checkbox.
No, basically you can either make it a drop down yes or no or whatever, but I would just leave the end date
So
blank.
that's all I really use generally, and then I would put the hours, the total hours that they completed, and then I would do their rating normally last because that's the part I don't care as much about.
Okay,
They
so,
do, but I don't.
so watch this. I'm going to kind of go like this. You guys, thank you, you served a purpose. You're part of our brainstorming, okay? Next thing, right here, we need a start date. So I'm going to go up to the top, which is my add node, and I'm going to select my student, which is virtually my customer, just with an alias on top of it, okay? Start date, I'm going to say open entry field. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, add it. Going to do the same thing again. Student, what's the next one?
Ending date.
End date, okay? Open entry field, add it, okay? I can't remember what all the next ones was. Total hours.
Total hours, rating.
Okay, I'm going to assign it to student. I'm going to say total hours. So this is virtually how you're creating your own little Access database, okay? Student and rating.
Rating.
Okay, so let's scroll down. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting to see all of those on one line so I can find them.
Student fields, currently on 5. This one has a special open and dynamic. So in case they happen to do like database apps versus applications or whatever, you could just type that in. Okay, you have to realize it's then searchable at that level. This is just preloading so you don't have to type it as much.
Right.
Okay, Awesome. Subject, start, and total rating. Do you see anything that you want to change?
No, that's good.
Okay. Alrighty, we ready to have some fun? Watch this. Let's go home. I'm going to switch to student, which is virtually a customer. And let's go Smith this time, just for fun. Oh, what do you know? There's Celine, okay? If I go to log, now currently we assigned one that had just a simple piece of information.
Right.
What if I edit this? What would happen? Or what if I added a new one? It's virtually saying, hey, just so you know, I've already got one little special connection out there.
We need to tie the other.
Watch this. Edit. Main. Subs. Okay, when did she start, actually?
We'll say, what is it, June? May 1st, 2013.
Okay, do you like to do something like this? May 1st,
I do.
13?
Yes.
Okay, is she done?
Yes, she finished yesterday.
Okay, so this was 6/26. And how many were her total hours?
58.
58, awesome. And what would you give her as a rating?
4.
A 4?
Because right now we're using a 4-3-2-1. Still switch to ABCD.
Guess what? You could easily make that a drop down if you want to, but that's easy to key in a quick
That's
4.
easy.
Okay?
That's only one.
Are we happy with that?
We're happy.
This little note says, hey, by the way, you're only using a couple of your custom fields. And so this date now isn't near as important. This is the date that actually physically gets searched. Okay. This is kind
But
of.
I wouldn't even have to
No,
really
no.
necessarily worry about that.
You wouldn't even worry about it. Okay.
So what I can do is create it so that I'm just focusing like they're on my special set of.
Correct. So I'm going to hit edit. It's already got a little bit of history. Like, hey, Brandon added this thing at 146, and it's now going to be 152 when it adds another little entry behind it. Okay. So I'm back on Celine. Scrolling down, and guess what we're going to see? Business, start date, end date, total, rating. These little things are kind of extras that get just, the modified only shows up if you have actually had somebody's tweaked or played with it.
Mhm.
So it's kind of just trying to say, hey, what do we actually have that's important, okay?